Hello, 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 YouTube. Long time no see. We're back. More MEGABONK. Good to see you, John. Thanks for stopping by. I've got like one character to get and one tome to get. We're like, we're working on that. Let's do a quick review and see what we need to do. Corrupted Sword. Just get the Cursed Tome to level 20 in under 10 minutes. In the Hero Sword, defeat the stage boss without picking up any items, power-ups, or using any shrines. I think that means I can still level up, though. But this is the real meat and potatoes there. Then we also need to get the Chaos Tome. Charge all shrines on a tier 3 run across all 3 stages without leaving the charge zone. That's a tall order, but I think we can manage. We're just gonna have to be on a speedy character. And so let's try... Let's try old boy Tony here. Oh no. And see what happens. Where's my controller? Where's the sticks? Give me the sticks. Sick. Supposedly, projectile or these daggers go crazy above level 10. I have never gotten them above level 10 to confirm that. We have to get every shrine and stay in the shrine the whole time while they're going up. Staying in the shrine is going to be the difficult part for me. Because I frequently like to go for a run to avoid enemies. I slot my ammo. I'm so excited for fucking oh, I fucked it. Okay, well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm so excited for We Happy Few. All right, well, new goal is to get the Cursed Tome to 20 in 10 minutes. We're just picking all the rare options. Hey, silly soon. I'm actually curious. It didn't say you're a first-time chatter. I don't recognize the name, though. Have you been by before? Do I know you? Are you somebody I know and you changed your name? Regardless, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. You're a lurker of all time. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I always wonder who my lurkers are.
What the fart?
What the fart? I stop by now and then. Well, I'm glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I always love when people use the Pokemon game. Also, good to see you, Bean. How you doing, buddy? How's it hanging, my guy? I also love when people play the Pokemon game. Good, just got back from watching Black Phone 2 and Pizza. Nice. I never saw Black Phone 1. I don't even know what the premise is, but I hope it was good. I got like way too violently high before stream, and I'm kind of like forgetting how to stream. I think I'm doing all right, but great movie and great pizza. Today has been a solid birthday. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Bean. What the fuck? Still no dick pics or feet pics, but happy birthday, buddy. So you're what, 20 now? The big 20? The big 2-0? Yes, today is your birthday. That's awesome. So 9 months ago, 20 years and 9 months ago, your dad was beating some cheeks. That's good for him and good for you, man. I'm glad to hear it. Good job. Good job making it this far, you know? So how do you feel? Do you feel like no longer a teenager? Do you feel like a real grown-up now? Because you are. You still can't drink a beer or like buy weed or anything, but like, you know, you're old now. You're old. I feel the same as I always do, yeah. See, that's the shit they don't fucking tell you, alright? You feel the same way your entire life. You just get older. Like, the things you used to do hurt now, but you still do them because they're what you've always done. You feel the exact same. I feel the same way I did when I was 18. I just know I'm smarter now. I think that's because I've also like known who I was for a long time. I wasn't one of those people that like had to fake it. Like, dog, this is it. Like, this is slow. Like, this is what you get. It doesn't matter where you meet me. This is that anvil. We got a 522 easy peasy, bro. I don't know what Pokemon this is. It's Cricketune. Ah! It looks so weird. Good job. Good job. Good day, sir. The delay is good. You're located in the US? I am. Good old Ohio. We're gonna go. Right to know, yeah. My internet is like, it should be good most days. It's just sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a hater. And like, there's literally like nothing I can do other than like switch to a business class plan, which I could probably pull off at this point. What? Yeah. Yep. I don't know how long I was muted for. I was dicking with my shit. Um. Well, I go to bed watching some anime. Glad you're enjoying the Pokemon thing. Absolutely. I appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy your anime. Alright, let's see if Wireless Dagger takes off. Gotta get one more. Gotta get that one, yeah. That's fun. That's fun. Everybody loves Vulpix. Oh, I didn't want the bonk. I mean, it's fine. It's just, you know, not what I wanted. Ooh, I did hear a bonk, though. I do love that sound. Well, now we need Aegis. Whatever. Fuck, there's 2 more charge shrines. Let's see if we can get to them. Ooh, that sucked. Ooh, this guy's selling legendaries. We'll go with the lightning orb. Slow, plop. What's happening, big dog? What's up, playa? How you doing? I got acoustic foam set up for when I record. That's sick. Does it make a difference? Have you noticed? My corner looks all cozy. I'm fucking jealous as hell, bro. Although even when I like fucking have a, like if I rearrange things, I still think I'm gonna keep the space background. It's just like my thing at this point, you know? Like, would I be weird without my space background? I think I would be. I would leave the space background. I'm using the foam for actual audio. You won't see it on stream. Gotcha. Did you notice a difference, though? Internet, what the fuck, dog? Figure yo shit out. Till you get more, yeah. I think that's the last, but we're gonna run. No, there's one more. Never recorded with it yet. Literally just got done sticking dots 2 hours ago. Oh, that's awesome. Well, good job, buddy. How's the bonking going? Pretty good. I already fucked up this challenge, both of them, so this is just bonking for funsies, I guess. This is just bonking for the fucking thrill of it. Bonking for bonking's sake, you know. Lore accurate Chicago, right? This is actually what goes on in the Chicago streets. 100%. 100. Oh, we got that. Easy peasy, dog. Sheesh! The Legend Daddy? Oh. Bro, my shit is just zooming. I love hearing the bonks. I'm a slut for the bonks. So I think the other thing that I don't go out with like an intended build, and I feel like I should. I feel like I would see much better success if I like had a proper build. Also, it's good to see you, Jay. Sorry, I didn't realize that was you. Okay, so we need to start our sweep of the map looking for charge shrines. Even though I think I fucked that challenge up, we're still trying for it. Damn. That dude just got deleted. We need to, yeah, I was about to say, we need to increase the difficulty. We're a little too spicy. Oh my god! This is insane. Yeah, we're more damage. We gotta get the spicy meatball. 252, easy. Well, we got it. I have so many legendary items right now. It's kind of insane. Also, I am so fast. Why am I so fast? I heard somebody over here. Yeah. Okay. We really do not do a lot of damage. Like, the mega crits help, but this is still taking way too long. And yet I still increase the, difficulty, because why wouldn't I? This is insane, bro. Okie dokie dan. I don't know why I got this. That was such a dumb thing. What's down there? Fuck it. Oh, how do I get up there? Terrible idea. Yeah, let's go this way. Lifesteal, why not? I do not have a lot of health. I'm kind of shocked by that. Take the scarf. Ooh, gotta take the crit damage. I'll go this way. Trying to get all these charge shrines in one fucking go is rough. At least in the forest. One more over here. Oh god, I may not have enough projectiles for this. Hey, that looks like more projectiles. Yeah, give me more shields. Ooh, fuck. So wireless dagger did go off, but I also put points into literally nothing else. We had so many good items. I think the damage on the wireless dagger just started to fall off and I didn't have anything additional to help that process along. Okay, so gotta slim down our pool here. Yeah, so we're gonna go Executioner, Blood Magic, Katana, and Aegis with Quantity, Curse Tome, Luck, and XP Tome. We're gonna try Vlad, because we haven't played as Vlad very much. Oh, holy book, what a start. So we've got to stay in the circle. We've got to stay in the circle. There's the quantity tome we wanted. Lifesteal, why not? Oh shit. I do not do enough damage for this fight. Yep, more blood magic. Really just on the lookout for charge shrines, bro. That's all I'm here for. Did I want the experience tome? I think I did. Thank you. Worth it. We're okay. We've got a bit of the map uncovered. Ooh, I did not mean to activate that. Whoopsie. That might wipe the run. Hopefully not, but I mean, there's a chance. Right. Fuck, and there went the challenge. Because you can't leave it once you're in it. So I think that yellow is overhealing. I don't know what allows that to happen. None of those. This is not going good. Give me the curse tome. Fuck it. I just want the chest. You guys keep rolling boulders out. Was luck the one I wanted, or did I want lifesteal? Hey Slow, hey chat, hey Cat Pig, how you doing? How's it hanging? What that dick do? Bonks everyone, we love the bonks. We live for the bonks. Yeah, how's it going? Got a bonk? Got a big bonk. We bang bonkin in here. Slowly cleaning up a pile of figurative shit. You? Oh, you know, just trying to, how did I forget one? Just trying to unwind after work. How's the shoulder? Getting better. I actually did my physical therapy today after work. Yeah, I had a stupid ass Ford today. So, in 2024, Ford did a recall on their let me rewind. We use AI at my company, and it scrubs collision estimates to let you know what needs calibrated on a vehicle. This vehicle, 2024 Ford Explorer, had the front bumper removed during its repair process. Because the front bumper is removed, that changes the position of the camera. The camera has to be recalibrated for the front camera on the 360 camera setup. So this vehicle, if you were in the driver's seat, you should be able to click a camera button and see a bird's eye view from, you know, the car and what's around it. Yeah, so I look at the car, and it's got a camera in the grill, it's got a camera on the back, it's got a camera under each one of the mirrors. Looks like it's got 360 camera, probably needs calibrated then. Go to my scan tool, go to calibrate it. Cool, I can communicate with the system, so the system is on the car. And yeah, I go to calibrate it, and it keeps failing calibration, and I'm like, huh, what the fuck? And I'm like, well, this is weird, let me see what the cameras look like. And I go to hit the camera button, and it's not there. and I Google, where is the camera button? Well, I Googled it more eloquently than this, but like, I Google where the button is, and I'm looking at where the button should be because it's where I thought it would be, and it's not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then some dude on Reddit had mentioned that there was a recall, and so I pulled up the National Highway and Safety and Traffic Administration. They have a website where you can look up all open recalls, and yeah, sure enough, there was a recall on the 2023, well, from September 2023 onward, for the 360 camera on the Ford Explorer. This car was built in March of 2024, and it didn't have the button to, you know, view the cameras, which is what was flagging it to fail the calibration. I ended up opening the glove box to check. Oh no, it's a physical button. It's not a UI thing. It's a physical, like the key switch on your keyboard button. And yeah, they replaced it with a blank. It's part of the recall. They didn't want people using 360 camera, so on all of the ones that were already affected, they recalled the vehicles and would have people replace the button with a blank. That way you can't press the button, and disabled a feature with a UI update via the scan tool. And on everything built after, you know, whatever, September 2023, was built like that. But this trim level was supposed to have 360 camera. It's included in the package, and that's why it's installed on the car. But they had their door sticker from when the car was brand new, because it's only a year old, in the glove box, and it says that there was a 360 camera credit, meaning Ford gave them a $500 credit towards buying the car because it didn't have the 360 camera feature because of their recall. So I wasted like an hour of my time today because Ford can't build a fucking car. Did something like that with BMW, yeah. Yeah. And to this day, I was curious. I was like, did they ever fix this recall? Like, so I looked. In 2026, a 2026 model year Explorer, you still cannot get a 360 camera option. Insane. You're telling me after 3 fucking years you couldn't figure out how to make 4 cameras show up on one monitor? Are you fucking insane? You have more money than God. Why is this not done? Like, what the fuck? Sorry, lazy ass manufacturers fucking drive you up a wall. But yeah, that's how my day went. I did some other stuff too, but that was the last hour of the day. It was leased for my dad as a company car working for Germany's biggest bank. I think the feature was that it has 2 keys depending on which is used. It adjusts the mirrors, which is a really cool feature that will probably prevent accidents. List price, probably 1,000 or 2,000. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of cars have that feature, depending, because, like, you know, wife keeps one key fob, husband keeps the other key fob. One's 6 foot tall, the other one's 5'4". They have completely different seating arrangements. Their mirrors are adjusted differently. Unfortunately, it can't adjust the, you know, rear view mirror, but, you know, that's one thing. Like, if the seat, the pedals, and the steering wheel all fucking go their own individual way, the lumbar support goes out, it massages her shoulders, like, all that shit works. Yeah, I guess I can turn the mirror myself. Like, very good feature, obvious in hindsight, but useful. Yeah, back in the day, they used to do it with a memory button.
Don't worry, buddy. You're
like,
doing fine.
You know, memory setting 1 would set to whatever driver, memory setting 2. They just assigned them to key fobs. So got the car, feature didn't work, returned it to the car store, and they tried to fix it, couldn't, so they contacted BMW. Turns out the feature wasn't implemented yet. Didn't stop them from charging a ton of money. No, fuck that. Why would they? Also, good to see you, Bleb. Yeah, manufacturers is some hoes. Which I thought is the literal textbook definition of fraud in the criminal law sense, but I guess not. No, businesses get different rules. Businesses are allowed to fraud you. It's fine. Yo, double holy book. Well, that was nothing compared to the whole break thing. Yeah, you had a whole break thing. You know how the car is supposed to, you know, slow down when you press the brake pedal? Yeah, sometimes. When it works, right? That's the idea. Gotta stop doing that. Yeah, that's no good. I like when my brakes work. I use those things all the time. More elites. More projectiles. Ooh, Aegis. Let's go. Personally, I think it's much more efficient to just scrape along the wall or crash into another car's back to slow down, but then I only drive on computers. Yeah, I've played Need for Speed Underground too, and that is actually a strat. Like, I don't know if, like, Need for Speed Underground Ohio works like that. Also, my car like turns into the Michelin Man in an accident. Like, if you wreck the modern car, dude, that shit's scary. Like, car accidents are already normally pretty scary, but like, Jesus fucking Christ, there's so many explosions. Like, wow, everything smells terrible. Because I see vehicles after they're in a collision and all the airbags pop up, bro. You fucking climbing out of the Michelin Man. Bonking and smoking, my favorite. Absolutely. How do we pronounce that? Karate's change? Karaday's chain? Can I just call you Kara? Is that cool? Because of the EV batteries, you mean? Oh, right. No, just the airbags. That car had like 15 airbags and speakers. Yeah. Oh, I actually have something I need to upload into car shit. The new 2026 BMW i7. You know how like you're chilling in the backseat of a car and on the door panel there's like a handle where like you can like open the door and like remotely operate the window and whatever else. This one has a screen in the door handle that you use to adjust the seats or roll down the window or whatever. I'm like, get out of here, bro. You guys are just finding weird places to put screens now. In the door handle, I really need a screen in the door handle. You fucking pretentious prick. We never crashed it, so we really shouldn't have gotten the extra airbag upgrade, right? Alright, there's just one left. Ooh, maybe two left. I'm so slow! Yeah, sometimes it's a case of, okay, just because you could, or marketing said more screens, yeah. Yeah. Marketing said more higher number. That, or like, dude, the cost to manufacture screens these days compared to the cost to manufacture like physical switches is kind of crazy. Like, a screen like may actually be cheaper than making the tooling and everything for you know, physical switches. That's why if you get into like very high-end cars like Rolls Royces and Bentleys, they have metal switches. You want to roll the window down, you click this fucking loud ass, clanky, heavy ass motherfucking metal button. Ka-chunk. So good. So good. Needs to go up. Ka-chunk. I love it. I love it. I was gonna mention that next. And the switch, it just isn't the physical switch. Need to wire it up and shit. Okay, need to wire up screens too. Although I have to admit, button controlled windows are neat. Yeah. The metal fucking mechanical switches, man. I let you fucking polish them bitches. Having to turn the handle is annoying for the driver. Button controlled windows should be mandatory. Probably are. I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. Something that doesn't involve the driver turning a fucking handle manually. I mean, crank windows haven't been available in America for probably 10 years. You, like, literally can't purchase a car with manual crank windows. They don't make them. We probably aren't here either, irrespective of laws, yeah. I haven't sat in a car in like a year, dog. I've sat in like 6 today. I've driven like 6 today. If I remember correctly, the last 2 times were a cab who don't buy the plastic versions. Plus, in Germany, most cabs are Mercedes-Benz. Their basic versions aren't basic. No, they don't even sell the base model Mercedes and BMW here. Like, if you're buying a BMW or a Mercedes, it has to be one of the luxury trims. The, like, base models are not available. Even the most basic BMW Mercedes is still not a bottom-end car. No, no, not at all. Honestly, a base model Mercedes and BMW, even if it had cloth seats, is probably nicer than like 90% of GM's lineup. So BMW's brakes sometimes... That was weird. That is your car specifically, because every BMW I have ever... BMW brakes are some of the best brakes on the planet. Like, at least on this side of the fucking pond. First time my dad drove it back to the store himself. Second times he refused on safety grounds. Pussy. Pussy! That sounds like a baby back bitch. Yeah, I don't know if he was ever told the cause, but that was pretty fucked up. Yeah. I wouldn't blame it on BMW. I've had plenty of cars to have brakes fail on me. I had a car blow both brake lines on me, front and rear. I had literally no brakes, and the fucking parking brake was, parking brake cables rusted through. So yeah, like, it happens. That was on a Pontiac. Been told by more than one person that you don't buy a version 1 of a new... You don't buy a version 1 of anything. I don't give a fuck what it is, you don't buy version 1. Bro, I didn't upgrade to Windows 11 until they physically fucking forced me to. Let me keep my fucking 10-year-old operating system, you raggedy bitch. Well, with high reputation brand cars or any car for that matter, basic functions should really work on V1. Dude, you'd be surprised. You never know which company fucking hired some fucking kid that got all D's in fucking college and still got the same fucking degree as everyone else. It's a fucking consumer operating system. Valid. You know, most car operating systems are just built on Linux. In the case of, you don't want to know how the sausage is made, exactly. Well, in like cars and UI, like auto manufacturers do not implement like the same UI and UX designers that like Apple does, or that like Samsung does, or that Google does. So they're slower behind, and it's come a long way. It's not as good as it should be still. I'd guarantee they've done their homework, just because like for about a decade now, you've been able to wirelessly hack into a car that's connected to the over-the-air network, and like you can steer it, hit the gas, hit the brake, lock out fucking functions. You can do all that shit wirelessly. So they've at least got some network security protocols going on. Like, wait, that isn't fixed yet? No, you absolutely, I mean, over-the-air updates are never going away now. If somebody gets around the security protocols, they can do what I just said. But there are protocols in... Yeah, of course, but you can secure over the air. Exactly, and they have. It's just, you know, all locks are made to be broken, right? To be honest, all IT scares me. Yeah, the more you know about how shit works, the more you realize it's a house of cards. It's kind of scary like that. But as long as everyone goes in and does their job, it'll be okay. House of Cards? The House of Cards is the stable part. But yeah, like a lot of the manufacturers now, even if I want to work on your car, I have to sign into a network with a secured login that is like linked to my like driver's license and shit like that. And the reality is also that planes aren't dropping from the sky, even though Boeings are still far safer than any common ground transport, I bet, and cars aren't being mass hacked to drive into the next wall. Exactly. The worst thing most cars have to deal with is like is theft. Theft is usually the biggest fear with shit like this, but it'll you know, it could be used for like assassinations. Absolutely. There is absolutely no reason it couldn't be. Maybe I know enough to understand the problem, but I don't know enough to understand the mitigations that safety critical deployers use. Yeah. Here's the thing. I hate that I'm not centered right now. There's a lot of smart people in the world, and there's a lot of dumb people too, but there are a lot of smart people, and they work hard, and you should have faith in them. Know that they care, and that they're gonna do their job, and they're gonna do it right. Pretty sure that often enough is not the case, but still, I know that I'm the type of person that will take the time and put forth the extra effort to make sure it's done right and I'm doing a good job. I know I'm not the only person on the planet that's like that, and that there's probably enough people like me in the world to carry, like, Like, not to be that asshole, group projects weren't a big deal to me because I was planning on doing the whole project myself anyway. Like, I got this. It's fine, guys. A major German bank transmitted critically private customer information unencrypted internationally as of the 2000s. It doesn't shock me in the slightest. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, an American bank did that, like, today. I wouldn't be surprised if the American government did that today. By customer, I don't mean John Doe average guy like you and me. Yeah. I don't know if I want that smoke. In the scale, like, more turnover than the GDP of fucking Sweden kind of customer. That's crazy. So they fucked up. Apparently they got lucky. Yeah, how so? I was just shocked. I knew that was totally unacceptable by probably 1998 or earlier before I was 16. Yeah. But capitalism, you see big number go up. Okay. Fuck you. And big number go up. Well, the transfer apparently didn't get intercepted. Well, that's good. Ooh, that may be too much difficulty. Getting all three levels of fucking charge shrines is crazy. Or maybe it didn't. They just paid off the hackers with a few million. They could afford that. Oh, yeah. Their CEO described BONKins as peanuts. Yeah, that's not surprising. Some people are just assholes like that, you know? Some people you're like, damn, you really are a net negative for the world, huh? And he wasn't even that wrong. Well, you heard Musk's new pay package he wants is for $1 trillion. Yeah, Musk is just a nut job. Yeah, he's like, I'll fucking leave the company. And I'm like, promise? Promise? Seen those claims that he's a ketamine addict? I don't know if they're true, but that would explain a lot. I think he is. I also have heard the rumor that he has a really misshapen penis and that no woman wants to fucking do anything with him because of it. So that's why he has to do all of these kids in vitro and just like mails his sperm to women across the world. I heard that. The ketamine thing certainly seems very likely to me, yes. Yeah, and the weird penis thing. The weird penis thing for sure. Because, like, I heard it got weird because he tried to get, like, a penis enhancement surgery, and it went fucked up, and now he's got a weird dick. You know Hitler only had one ball? I did. I did know that. Okay, map. Yeah, we need to go this way. Not sure if actually true, perhaps isn't, but it is highly likely, perhaps even certain, not sure, that while some people in his family were related in more than one way. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Child of incest? One ball thing is probably not true. About Hitler, I'd absolutely believe that dude only had one nut. I would absolutely believe that. Fascists are always insecure about their own body because it's fucking weird, and they have to take it out on everybody else. But the incest thing, as I understand it, is considered highly likely or certain. Yeah, that sounds like some Nazi shit. Gotta be pure blood or whatever. Certainly lack the blonde hair and blue eyes. Yeah, everyone in the master race seems to. You know, scary physical build. Yeah, everyone that ever like claims to be in the master race has like the weakest fucking chin I've ever seen in my life. Like, dog, you really think you're P-humanity? Like, really? When Hexa said that commanders should be physically fit, right? Meanwhile, you look at Trump weighing like 350 pounds and you're like, so where we start this? Should we start at the top? Like, starting at the top, like, Commander-in-Chief, dude, you drunk? Yeah, our government's a shit show right now. And the fucking Republicans are trying to protect a fucking pedophile, and the Democrats are trying to keep people from getting kicked off their health care and having their health insurance like triple in price. And it's like, really? Really? It's not a present you want to piss off, dude. People are gonna fucking start falling out of windows. Yeah, the healthcare and or shutdown is such an insanity. Yeah, 40 million people are not getting so in the United States there's SNAP, which is like food assistance. And yeah, 40 million people in the US are given food assistance. And they are not getting food assistance in November. And 7 million on WIC. There is definitely overlap. WIC is just for women and children, like mothers, like women and children use WIC. Like you use WIC to get like diapers and baby formula and shit like that. And you use SNAP for like meat, potatoes, shit like that. So 49 million on food restricted benefits. What the fuck is this, China? Well, you see, that's because jobs in America aren't required to pay a living wage. So there's 40 million Americans that are working one, maybe two full-time jobs, but are still falling below the poverty line. And because of that, they get, like, if you go work at Walmart, part of their training video shows you how to sign up for EBT, which is SNAP. Yeah, it's like in their like training course, how to go online and sign up for SNAP. It's like fucked. It's like real fucked. Because they know they don't pay enough to like. New York Times had articles on special homeless shelters that are adjusted for working people, full-time workers. Yeah. Yeah, you can make like 60 grand a year in the United States and still be homeless, like very easily, depending on where you live. And I mean, homeless is like a loose term. Like, if you have a car, like, are you really that homeless is kind of the way it's viewed. Because like the car is required to get around. The house to sleep in, that's not required. You can sleep in the car. Of course, New York is a special situation. It's not that special. And even if it was unique, Metro New York City is fucking gigantic. Yeah, New York City has like fucking millions of people just in that one city. Like the city I work in has a population of like fucking 250,000. New York has a population of like 8 million. Just urban New York City is probably triple the population of my state. Yeah. Yeah, New York City is fucking wild. $20 million in the New York City metropolitan statistical area. That's nuts. We need to go. Needs to go that way. The same as my country had until October of 1990. That's hilarious. East Germany, now 5 states. Oh, no stinking countries. I have a goddamn American education. You think they teach us about the rest of the world? The rest of the world doesn't matter. All that matters is right here. This is the world now. Now drink the fucking Kool-Aid. How Canada could join the US as 5-ish states? Yeah, right. I'm sure they would be thrilled. I'm sure Canada would be thrilled. I'm sure Canada would like nothing more than to be our 51st state. Irony is that if it happened, it would kind of change things in all elections. Yeah, he says he wants Canada until Canada turns around and is like way more left-leaning than anywhere in the United States ever was. Like, you're gonna vote yourself out of power here, big dog. Nah, I don't think this country is going to have fair elections again, maybe for the rest of my life. Just kind of the way things are looking. Hopefully you have a normal-ish lifespan ahead of you. Yeah, they'll probably lock me up in a camp, I'd imagine. I'll try to not think about it too much. Well, because a little bit ago, dictatorships, at least those run by morons, have an expiry date. Yeah, but he has family. That's the shit thing. Like, he has heirs. And, like, yeah, they collected all the voter data, like the voter registration data, which says, like, what party you register with. And, like, we're already locking, like, just regular old, like, black people in cages. And they're citizens. So, like, my brown left-leaning ass, I'm cooked. Try and stay indoors, bro. Don't answer the door. Anybody comes knocking, fuck them. Yeah, but they're also not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer. No, they're all fucking grade A idiots. The heirs, yeah. Trump's problem in particular is his tendency to select very incompetent people for very important jobs. Well, he does it because they're yes men. They're never going to tell him no. They're never going to tell him he's wrong. They're just going to agree with him on everything and say whatever gets his goal accomplished. He did that with his cabinet, did that with the Supreme Court. Like, yeah, works out longer for the US than most countries before it collapses, but it's inherently deeply unstable. Yeah. Oh yeah, this country is like destined for civil war. Like, a lot of people I know have been stocking up on guns. And a lot more ammo. It sucks that the world came to that, but you know, what are you gonna do? Well, it's not a foregone conclusion yet, but it's probably going to get a lot worse before it gets better, probably. Probably. Upside is that with this particular regime, it's just not getting worse. That's happening. It's not just the getting worse that's happening on a compressed timescale. Right. Well, I think people are starting to realize this shit is like a load of shit. Like, the party can ask you to ignore your eyes and your ears and to listen to only what they tell you, but like, dog, I have to pay for this shit. Like, you can only tell me inflation is down so much and tariffs are helping so much, but when I go to the grocery store and pay fucking double what I did last year for shit, like, it's kind of hard to ignore that. Apparently recently 2% of the US population protested. That's very close to the percentages that change things. Yeah, the issue with the United States is how fucking massive it is. We had like 7 million protesters at the No Kings protest, but that's across 3,000 miles of land. Like, we can't all just hop on a bus and be at Washington, D.C. in like, you know, fucking an afternoon. Like, for half the country to get to Washington, D.C. takes days. So, like, well, days by bus, a day by plane. But it's just not feasible. I think what's gonna end the government shutdown, though, is right now the air traffic controllers are working unpaid and they are not receiving back pay for the work they're doing right now. And I have a feeling eventually the air traffic controllers are going to say, fuck you, I can't do this. I have to get a real job that pays me. And they're just going to stop showing up for work. And then airlines or fucking flights are going to get canceled. And that's going to wreck. Like, that's going to wreak havoc on the fucking economy. And then I think they'll get it settled. Soviet Union dictators were defeated, kinda. That was a lot bigger than the US. The forced to work but no pay, but congressmen don't work yet get paid is a lovely thing, yeah. It's almost like the people that wrote the laws did it like that for a reason, right? It's fucking greedy bastards. Whoever let money get into politics, man. It fucked up. Done fucked up, Aaron. Was that the last one? No, there's one down in the bottom corner. No! I don't have time to get there. Congress people should have to live on 200 a week salary as long as the budget's overdue. Congress people should have to live on the minimum wage. Sounds like, you know, maybe when the minimum wage was created and he said the minimum wage is meant to be the minimum standard of living in this country, not just the minimum means of survival, but the means of a decent living. When that was said, maybe they meant that, and maybe that meant senators should live on minimum wage, and that's the baseline. With all assets frozen, they're not allowed to stay in any home they own or rent. They can sleep in their seat in Congress. Yeah, right. No, best we could do is kick poor people off their health insurance and let them starve. Oh, and military members as well. Yeah, they're not getting paid. There's a lot of military wives with like newborn children at home that are going to starve in the month of November and during our Thanksgiving month when we're all supposed to feast. And you can thank a Republican for that. I mean, for fuck's sakes, yeah, I get that the US federal budget is a monster, but they're being paid a lot of money and making a budget is their absolute core duty. It's so... Dude, don't let them lie to you. Do not let them lie to you and say that, like, their job is hard. Marjorie Greene Taylor is a fucking congressperson. It can't be that damn hard. But, like, goddamn. Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's what did I say? Marjorie Greene Taylor, whatever the fuck that fucking ape lady is. That Unga Bunga cave woman. We need movement speed. Just because she's a congresswoman doesn't mean she's qualified. I don't think anybody in our government is qualified to fucking do the job they're doing. I'll be completely fucking honest with you. Most people, and not just on the Republican side, are not qualified either due to lack of skill or knowledge or severity of character personality problems. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay. We are cooked. Well, it was a fun run while it lasted. Ooh, fuck him up, Siri bot. Oh, I'm on the completely wrong side. All right. Well, we're gonna save the run. And we're gonna say fuck the challenge. This game is very confusing. It's just flashy light simulator. Map seems too big for VS like. What is a VS like? Vampire Survivors, yeah. Yeah, it is pretty big. Need to get myself the RGS. I still can never remember what that stands for. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Did I really launch the boss into the fucking air? It's like this, but you mine shit, basically. That sounds cool. I did launch the boss into the air. My max HP is well above 500. My max HP is at 250. The fuck? Or 750. Even if we can kill the boss, I don't know if we can get into the fucking portal. I'm working my way over there. Yeah, sorry, it was AFK. I had to dispose the last drink and get a new one. You're good. No! Let me go to the portal! This is insane. Do I give up on the portal and just try to survive as long as I can? Fuck. Alright. I'm not giving up on the portal. We're almost there. We're getting there. Oh, I was so close to being in it now! Fuck. Alright, I better do some more chores. Next up, see if I can get my old emails to get a Steam key for fucking Steam support to get me back into my account. Oh no. I just want to get out of here. Fortunately, I avoid Steam where possible, so I get many games on GOG plus the epic freebies. Ah, I love Steam. I'd marry Steam. Still, what a pain in the ass. I want to kill people in RimWorld with mods. That's fair. Well, I moved from one side to the other. Hey, Steam is great software, mind-blowingly awesome Linux support, and terrible company that shamelessly exploits its dominance of a huge part of PC gaming. Ah, they're not that bad. I don't think they're that bad. They're pretty bad. By modern day company standards? No. No. Okay, which way is the teleport? Over to the left. Fuck. We're going the wrong way. They're as bad as any sector-specific intermediary. I don't think they're that bad. Or at least they're pretty nice to the customers, but so is Amazon. This is true. Do do do. Terrible to the people who produce the things that the customer actually uses, although nowhere near as bad as Amazon or Apple or Samsung or Sony. There's a lot of bad actors in the world. They're not as bad as EA. They're not as bad as Ubisoft. I think they're the same company now. At least Valve pretty much doesn't compete with the companies whose products it sells. Yeah. Well, it's because they are the standard. As bad as Ubi and EA, yeah, but they're a lot more dangerous they are. That's why we must protect them and keep them on our side. We cannot... I understand they're not great, they're not the best, but they could be better, could they? Absolutely, that's fine. Don't piss them off. Because if they want to be evil, they could be evil, and right now they're the one truth that's like holding strong. So like, they're the Arizona sweet tea of the world. Gotta keep them. His team basically decides what has any chance on PC unless it's by EA, Ubisoft, Epic, Sony, or Microsoft. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got stuck in a corner. Oh, fuck. 5 minutes and 19 seconds, though. There's a thing for going over 6 minutes. Top 19%. That's pretty good. It's dangerous, although, yeah, Steam's biggest problem is the unquestionable cut. At least they invest some of it in Linux. Facts. That was my new personal best. 18.7. Oh, I had the DRM. Holy Book did so much damage. Congrats, thanks. Holy Book and Spicy Meatball did insane damage. Blood Magic did dick. Spicy Meatball. Spicy Meatball is so good. Well, we at least unlocked some stuff. Healing above max HP allows you to overheal by 75%, also gives 20% lifesteal. God damn, that's such a good item. Oh. I wear earphones way too much. Way too much. I mean, you figure 9 hours or 8 hours at work and then 3 hours here. So 11 hours a day I have headphones in. That's why I was like, yeah, I'll spend $300 on headphones. That's fine. There's music on the tram. Once I have a job, that'll be a problem. Yeah. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Cat Pig, you're in charge. Anybody steps out, you know what to do. Fucking give them the business. Watch. Watch. And back. Hi, Tiny. Hello. We're smoking weed because I haven't done that. I've been streaming like 2 hours. Also, I'm getting in my head too much, comparing myself to other streamers, and that's bad because I am not other streamers. I am slow, and my journey is my own, and I need to not worry about what other people got going on in their communities. You know? Anxiety. I hate overthinking, but unfortunately, I think that's the price you have to pay to have like a bare minimum thinking. Like, if you sign up for the thinking package, you also are automatically enrolled in overthinking and overthinking plus, where, you know, overthinking is just something you do throughout the day. Plus is when you're going to bed at night, then that's the overthinking then. But yeah, I think, yeah, ignorance is bliss. Yeah, fucking dumb people got it made, bro. Well, and that's the thing, is the dumb people used to leave it to the smart people to run shit. We got this, dog. Now, everybody thinks the dumb people get a fucking fair shake at it, and it's their turn to fucking run a government, and fuck is it horrible. Oh my god. like the last couple guys weren't that great, but Jesus Christ, this is horrible. That's why I always tell, or that's what fucking Tech was telling me the other day, is like, remember, no matter how bad you feel like you're doing at your job some days, he's like, you are never worse than the president is at his job. And I'm like, you're right. It's quite funny how Trump is taking inspiration from Idiocracy. No, he's not, because fucking President Camacho in fucking Idiocracy at least wanted what was best for his country and turned to the smartest motherfucker on the planet to fucking solve the problems. He knew shit wasn't getting done, and he decided to find the guy that would fix it. Our fucking big ass orange idiot doesn't know what's wrong, is creating more problems, and thinks he's doing great. It's so fucking awful. I wish we had Idiocracy. I wish. Like, fuck, man, do I wish. We're playing We Happy Few next. I may start that up tomorrow. Because I feel like that is just a good game for the channel. Also, sorry if I get kind of loud. I've always gotten loud my whole life. I don't know, my family are loud people, like loud speakers. Because my boss asked me about that. He's like, why are you yelling? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. This is just how I fucking talk. And he's like, what? Like, I don't know, dude. It's a fucking Italian thing. We're just loud people, all right? Like, fuck. I can't help it. Same thing with, I talk with my hands. I'm always fucking moving my hands. Like, I don't make the rules, man. It's fine. Everything's fine. I feel like you can talk loudly without yelling, like, and I feel like anybody that's ever seen me yell knows when I'm yelling versus when I'm talking loudly. Like, I get excited and I get loud, but that's not yelling. Like, you all know when I'm yelling. You'll be like, oh. I have to buy We Happy Few. I'm very excited. I love that game. It's so good. The stealth mechanics are kind of cheeks. I'm bad at stealth games, but Candle tip 420. When to stop burning your candle. It's okay. We know that you want to get every last drop out of your candle, but 3/4 of an inch of wax at the bottom is safer and still gives you approximately 70 hours of enjoyment. I got these stoner candles from Willie, the lady that stops in here sometimes. She hooked me up on stoner candles. They like absorb odor. Well, smoke odor, apparently, allegedly. Word on the street. You know, I heard from a guy who heard from a guy who heard from another guy that said that maybe. Also, I need to go get mason jars because my Tupperware containers is not as airtight as I would like. Maybe they are airtight. Yeah, that doesn't feel like it's dried at all. I got big weed. Got big doinks. God damn. Yeah, I think We Happy Few is gonna be tomorrow. I should text Willie. Be like, hey lady, you gotta be in stream tomorrow. What day's tomorrow? Wednesday? I don't even think she works tomorrow. She should absolutely be able to stop by. But yeah, America's a scary place these days, you know? Like, you never know if you're gonna go home at the end of the day, you know? And everybody's got their own little like plan of what they're thinking they're gonna do if ICE picks them up or tries to anyway. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. It is pretty messed up. Remember, as you're shooting at them, they signed up for this. No, that's a fucked up way to view it. But I mean, kind of in Minecraft, you know? You know? It's just crazy it's like come to this. Like, the fuck, dude? When I was a kid, I was told this is the greatest country ever on the planet and we were gonna do great things. And like, here we are, just being racist as hell, not taking care of our sick and poor people, and like strangling the fuck out of our lower class people for money while we give all the money to the rich people. For why? Like, why are people on board with this? Because this guy's racist the same way they are? Too much dysfunction for too long, yeah. I think a lot of people got complacent. They got so used to like, this is never going to impact. Politics isn't important. I don't fuck with politics because it doesn't actually matter. Well, how'd that work out? How'd that work out? I think it might actually matter. It's because for so long we elected people who sucked but weren't like malicious. They weren't like evil. And now we got somebody that doesn't even have those little traits and we're like, fuck. My honest opinion, a huge problem is that structurally the system always guarantees that there can only be two parties irrelevant. That can't end well, right? How many parties does your country have? Do 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 do. Five in federal parliament and 1 to 2 who have some chance of getting in or in again next time. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't work out that you just have 2 that are like your main ones and some stragglers. Well, we do, but the biggest party at the last election, 28.5%. What percentage of your voting what percentage of your country actually goes and votes? Because I'm pretty sure like a third of Americans didn't even go to the polls last year. Number 2 was the far right one that isn't yet one of the main ones. Bro, it's crazy. You tell a bunch of teenagers that they should be say the N-word and making fun of fat people and gay people and like people with special needs and shit, and then all of a sudden they grow up and they're like, oh, they fucking demonized me the whole time for being who I was. These people are letting me do, and now like half the world's fucking authoritarian just because they want to be fucking hateful idiots. If it was only a third that didn't go, it would be really high for the US and low for Germany. We've got what, 80 million votes? Harris got about the same. The US has like 350 million people. Yeah. Yeah, some are kids and foreigners, but still, I don't really know how many foreigners are left, dog. They've been fucking routing people out left and right. Yeah, America's cooked. Yes, if anybody's trying to import a slow, any women out there trying to import a slow, very good with my hands, you know? I think I've got one more bonk in me. And then I gotta download We Happy Few. The voting eligible population in 2024 was 245 million and 64% turned out. Is that your country or my country? That's probably my country. I don't think Germany has that many people, do they? US, yeah, that's what I thought. Germany has like 85 million total. That's what I thought. Yeah, literally half the country couldn't be bothered to vote in the presidential election, which landed us here. And I would like to think that given what a year of this administration has looked like, that half that didn't vote would probably not vote for this guy. I would hope. Some people are about it though. They're like, yeah, lock up those brown people, man. That 64% is the second highest since at least 1988. Only 2020 was higher at 65. Yeah. You want my like personal conspiracy theory? It's gonna make me sound like a crazy person. I don't know that I'm totally sold on the idea. What if Joe Biden won that election fair and square, and the reason Trump was bitching about how the election was rigged and everything else was to like make people not think, like, I don't know. I think this last election was rigged. Personally, I don't think Trump won. I think Harris won. I think Trump had Elon Musk cook the voting machines and give him the presidency. Because Trump won like 7 swing states, and it happened in a weird way, and he literally said, like, you vote this one time, you'll never have to vote again. And like, you know, Elon Musk is real good with the voting machines, and then Elon was like giving out money for Trump votes. And like, yeah, US elections do have quite a bit of rigging, but I mean, like, this was like rigged on a whole other level. But you can't go investigating it for being rigged without looking like admitting there's a problem with election fraud that we just told him there wasn't a problem with. Mass disenfranchisement of ex-cons conflicts with my definition of democracy, especially when, in effect, race is a big determinant of whether or not you become an ex-con. Absolutely. Dude, America has this real big problem where you commit a crime and it follows you for the rest of your fucking life. I've been asked about shit that happened when I was 16. Dog, that was more than half of my life ago. Why the fuck does it matter? Literally, why the fuck does it matter? Like... oh, so you got a misdemeanor here in 2008. It's like, yeah, I was a child. Like... The extreme and individually targeted propaganda by far-right billionaires is also not exactly top-grade democracy stuff either. No, the fact that the media is owned by like 5 companies, like all of the media. Trump, of course, takes the cake, but it's not like Biden didn't have a $50,000 plate of fundraisers. Yeah. 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 You know, maybe it's a good thing that the country's gonna cook. Maybe the next one will be better. It won't be as big. I think the United States will probably just dissolve into the 50 states. So rather than being from the United States of America, you're from Ohio, or you're from California. And like, it is its own republic, or it is its own whatever. I don't know, best would be very substantive root and branch reform. Yeah, it's a complete dissolving of the government, and it goes down to the states making their own governments. Like, fucking 50 new countries just hit the map. Who dis? And then China probably starts invading. Basic idea of federalism and separation of power and democratic republic stuff is alright. Just needs 2 centuries worth of patches. Yeah. Well, and like, fat chance getting a lawmaker to vote to fucking like limit the amount of money they can make throughout their career. Like, now that the cat's out of the bag, like, you gotta make a whole new government to do away with that. Like, you want to overturn Citizens United, you need a whole new Supreme Court. You want to expand the Supreme Court? Okay, well, you need a working fucking Congress. Republicans are never gonna sign on for a Democratic president fucking expanding the Supreme Court in order to do away with Citizens United, to take away the massive paychecks of the congressman. No congressman's gonna vote for that. That's so fucking like, that's so fucking radical that like I will probably be like strung up from a tree for even suggesting it. Like, yeah, Supreme Court is also life terms, not even mandatory retirement, unlimited power. Like, what the fuck? The idea, I don't even remember the idea behind lifetime appointments. It was, So that way they wouldn't make decisions to like get reelected or whatever, and so they could like I'd have like the wisdom of cases prior or what. I don't know. I personally think it's dumb as fuck. I don't think anything should be lifetime anything. I'm all for judicial supremacy. We have it too, but you gotta have a pretty good connection to elected people regularly. Yeah. Well, letting judges take bribes? What the fuck is that about? Like, no? That doesn't sound like functioning democracy at all. The fuck? In November, the Supreme Court is going to decide if gay marriage is going to stay legal or not in the United States. We just got it in 2015 and they're already trying to outlaw it again. Our constitutional judges can only stay for like 12 years. One term, fixed length, yeah. Two-thirds majority to elect the judges. That's the thing, the United States with its fucking bipartisan bullshit, like two-party shit, there's the House or the Congress is at like a stalemate all the time. All the time. Literally nothing gets done because everybody just votes along party lines. Nobody sidesteps. Which right now with the government being shut down, I mean, kind of good. Like, I'm kind of glad that the Democrats are standing their ground and are like, yeah, I'm not going to let 40 million people get kicked off their fucking health insurance. Sorry, asshole. Like, I appreciate that. It does suck that people are about to starve. That's terrible. But I also think it's like, the Republicans' government, they control the House, the Senate, and the president, and the Supreme Court. So, like, it's kind of their responsibility to make a bill that everybody agrees with, or to convince the Democrats to go to their side. Which de facto means that the parties that are considered normal, that means 4, divide the seats according to a pretty realistic ratio, then all the people of those 4 parties vote for everyone's candidates. Interesting. Perhaps could also just introduce normal majority decisions in the Senate. Yeah. The other thing I'd like to see, so America, but they don't want to reopen the government. No, because the Democrats have enough votes now to release the Epstein files. And I think the Republicans are trying to protect Trump because he is like listed in the Epstein files as like raping a child. And that's a big fucking, like, we'll see how long the party lasts if it turns out that Trump raped the child. 50% more than that, actually. They can change Senate rules whenever they please. But even 50% would be enough because of VP tie breaks. Yeah, they just don't want to release Trump's pee-pee tapes, you know? They want to protect the pedophiles to keep the power in power. Then, like, whenever I bring up this point, they're like, oh, well, Bill Clinton's probably in him too. And I'm like, good, lock him up. The fuck do I care? Do I have a Bill Clinton hat and a Bill Clinton t-shirt? Like, no, fuck him. For Dems, well, what's the point of passing a budget if Trump's gonna ignore it anyway? Might as well not bother then. I mean, the literal thing is like the healthcare thing. That's the thing. Like, if you let the ACA subsidies expire, they will not sign off on that. they need to be renewed so that way people can continue to have access to affordable health care. And the Republicans want it cut. And the Democrats are like, we're not voting on that. It cuts it. Well, they should donate 90% of their earnings whilst no budget is passed. Yeah. Yeah, but even beyond the health issue, what's the point of congressional budget negotiations? There is none. Just making an app on my phone, bro. All right, guys, this is the taxes we got for this year. You've got 20 categories on, you know, where you want your tax dollars spent. Select them. When Trump anti-constitutionally impounds funds, right? And he's like extorting the U.S. taxpayer for fucking like $230 million because he's butthurt that he got charged with felonies for being a corrupt politician. Which is like crazy to me. That's like literally dictator shit. Like making the government pay you money because you're mad that like you got charged with felonies for breaking the law like a corrupt fucking politician. Like, what? It's like me suing the judge because like I got fucking charged guilty of a crime and the judge dragged my name through the mud and called me a whatever he charged me guilty of. And it's like it was 8-figure bribes from media companies for Trump to drop delusional lawsuits that are so preposterous that his lawyer should get debarred. For real, where is the bar at? Like, facts. I always heard this thread of like, oh, the bar. Bro, why are they took Rudy Giuliani's fucking license? Why the fuck aren't they pulling more? How does Trump still have fucking lawyers? I mean, I appreciate lawyers serve their clients. I'm okay with that. Yeah, but like, they can't break the law. They have to like be in good faith. There's a limit. They're also part of the justice system. Exactly. They have to operate in good faith. That's the thing in America. America doesn't have as much fail-safes as you would think should be built in because the founding fathers had faith that the people of America were good people and would act in good faith. That's not true. That's not the case. There weren't safeguards because we didn't think there needed to be safeguards because up till this point there didn't need to be safeguards. It's kind of perverse Schrodinger's situation, but let's face it, Trump's lawyers are not people who struggle to make enough money to pay the secretary and buy food now. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a wild world, man. It's too much. I'm too high. I don't want to think about it. I say fucking debar him. Can't be too high. Okay, you can. You can. You absolutely can. I have kind of subscribed to the theory, though, that if you get too high, the trick is to smoke more and you'll kind of come full circle. You'll smoke yourself sober. I've done it before. It's scary, but you'll be okay. Got banned from a channel over an argument that started with me objecting to the claim that people can't get addicted to weed. People can absolutely get addicted to weed. I'm like the biggest stoner in the world. I will absolutely tell you, people get addicted to weed. That's like a normal thing. People get addicted to anything. I'm addicted to caffeine and sugar too. Like, that's, and nicotine. Like, and they can. Obviously, it's not the same kind of addiction as heroin or even nicotine, but it can be addictive. It's addictive in like a habitual way. Like, yeah, anything fun can be addictive. Exactly. MEGABONK was addictive, bro. This shit was like crack for a minute. Yeah, anything that gives dopamine can be addicting. Like, if you set up a reward system. But yeah, I was equated to reefer madness. You seen that? Isn't that like what they said, like, isn't that like the old racist thing where like they said like we would make fucking women want to sleep with like black people or make black people want to fucking rape fucking women? And yeah, 1930s anti-weed propaganda. Yeah, wasn't racist if I remember correct. It was hilarious. I could have swore it was a racist thing. Gotta watch it with my yeah, I don't know. I need to look into it more. It's basically people behaving drunk, but also giggling a lot. Yeah. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I got this stupid ass Mercedes coming in that I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. Like extreme recklessness with guns and shit, you know, the kind of shit people do when drunk. Yeah. Yeah. This Mercedes is fine for like 2 weeks at a time. It's like every 2 weeks the fucking blind spot monitor fucks up. And I can't figure out why. It says it's misadjusted. And I'm like, it's not though. Why is it, and after I calibrate it, why is it fixed for 2 weeks and then it falls out of adjustment? What? Like, just get two and alternate between them. You can afford one Benz, surely you can afford two. Dude, one thing that is like, probably doesn't come as much of a surprise. Rich people fucking hate paying for shit. They're the stingiest fucking penny pinchionist motherfuckers. Like, they hate paying for shit. Like, yeah, this part on your car is $1,200. What the fuck do you mean it's $1,200? It's a fucking Lamborghini. What do you mean? What do I mean it's $1,200? Used to do the chauffeur service on Emirates, yeah. I really don't even know that I want to play this anymore. I'm kind of spent. We had our like one good run for the night. I know this next run's not going to be as good. In the airport's the business. First class tickets include a chauffeur car to the airport within a certain distance. Hi, Spooky. Hi, Spooky. How doing? Yeah, I think we just may switch this to like a just chatting thing. We may just vibe. Because, like, I don't really feel like bonking anymore. I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to. I didn't, actually. I'm just kind of good on it. But yeah, YouTube, appreciate you hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the rambling. Sorry, that was a super fucking weird video. Tomorrow, we're going to start We Happy Few. But yeah, hope to see you again. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, okay, thanks for listening. Bye.